Good night, good night, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another Sports Frenzy podcast. And from your serious on a Friday night, you know that there's only one possible thing we'll be here to discuss, and that's the English Premier League. So, from your knows, you know who it is already. It's your host, Telefon, and with me tonight I have men who support English teams and said that their team is the best in England. That's Demo who supports Liverpool, and you have Kims who decided that he's going to be decked out in his United jersey tonight. So, welcome to the podcast again, gentlemen. How y'all doing?
Good.
Decent, brother. Decent.
Sounds good. Boy, we start with the game that took place today, and Kems again, now look good for you, but Southampton racking up another win. So the man them get relegated and what have you, and I told you from the get go that they won't be. But I'm not really here to talk about them right now. We're going to focus on Aston Villa because they have been horrible. The only victory I've known that they got was at Manchester United, and you just needed to think that why is it that United had to be the one to give them that victory? Because even the game against Southampton today, yes, they had chances that they could have scored from, but the players just don't seem up to par. And Kims would say, yo, hear what? Probably because he's Jamaican and all of that, people are afraid to criticize him. But boy, Leon Bailey has been awful in the last two games. I mean, last game I could have given him a pass and said, okay, he's just coming back from injury, so here what? Cool. But this match where we know that you're not carrying a injury again, you started the last match, you played the entirety of the match, and you started this match. What has gone so bad for Leon Bailey at Aston Villa Demo?
Yeah, big up everybody in the comment section. Listen, I think remember he came off the bench and he had a brilliant 20 minutes. And then he got injured. So it's not like say he hasn't put in a good performance for them since he's been playing. Coming back from injury, obviously we never expect, him to just be flying as soon as him come back from injury. But today he was horrible. Nothing was working. Him couldn't beat a man, couldn't control the ball properly. Every time I remember there was a threatening free kick with Aston Villa win, and the man lays it in a rose head, and everything like nothing was going right for Leon Bailey today. I can't say that he's a flop or anything, but it just take time for adjust to the league and adjust to the style of play and everything. So I'm not really kill Chippy yet, just make him work him way into the system and the league.
Oh
All right.
hell no. Oh hell no. You must be God. You must be
Kems, hold on, Kems, hold on before you start. Um, when people kind of be criticizing Jaden Sancho, what is your retort to their argument?
Who, me?
No, Kems.
Oh, okay.
me
Yeah.
when they criticize him.
Sancho, yeah.
No, I'm asking when they criticize Sancho, what is your response to people who does that?
I tell them say you need to play more. You not play good right now, but you need to get
Mm-hmm.
some more game time. And whenever him play, you see flashes of what him can do.
That's it. That's the only response to them.
I can't remember exactly if I ever respond anything else, but just thinking about it now, that's what I look at
I
response.
can. I think I can probably recall you probably saying that you need to adjust to the league. I think I remember you said that.
Not me. Like that adjust to the league thing as a professional. I not really buy them thing. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
well,
buy them thing.
the man play most of life for Manchester, Manchester City. I grew up. I just switch league.
Yeah, me no buy them adjust to the league. Me no use them excuse them. As a professional, me no want to hear that.
Okay. I just want to hear your views on Sancho now, because the same thing that you're going to criticize Liam Bailey of, the same thing you should criticize Jaden
No,
Sancho for.
and
That's
that's
what
not
I'm just
true.
bringing across.
That's not true. All right, hear me out,
I,
right?
I'm just seeking clarification. I never said it directly, said it. Now I'm saying if I remember. So okay, I stand corrected since I never said it.
All right, my time to talk.
Yes,
All
sir.
right, all right, hear me out now. I remember the first game. The first game Leon Bailey came on. I think after the 20 minutes or so, what Demo alluded to. Facebook couldn't get a break. I think they lost them. I think they lost the match. But he played. He come on and he played well, if I can remember. I think was it against Chelsea?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he
No.
was the defender them.
Yeah, man, and him was
Yeah,
a salad.
yeah,
It was a salad Rudiger or something like that. Was it Rudiger?
Yeah, and tear up
Yeah,
Alan.
man, and Alonso. He had Alonso and
Right.
Rudiger eating grass.
Yes. Facebook could get a break. Leon Bailey, oh God, him are the best winger, him better than Sancho, all of that. All right, cool. And I warn people about this sensationalism. I warn people about this romanticism. I warn people about all these things because I said before, all right, when Grealish left to Manchester City, any player what they quote unquote bring in for replace Grealish, there's going to be heightened expectations. Anything gonna be about Leon Bailey? I don't know him personally, but based on what I've seen, where expectations are concerned, he does not produce. When we expect him to do something in the Jamaica side, where we expect him to come and show him form, he don't produce. Now for Aston Villa, okay. I remember Demo was one of the persons who said, no man, Leon Bailey play good off of the bench, him for start, insert him in the starting lineup, him for start. And a lot of persons echoed those same sentiments. All right, him for start. Last match, him started him with absolute garbage, absolute trash. This game now, I'm saying, okay, they're playing against Southampton. They're supposed to either be better than Southampton or equal to Southampton. You know, you can't give them either one, either better or equal. And as Demo said, the man was absolutely horrible today. Not only attacking wise, but defensively. He was not running back, was not helping out the fullback. It just looked like him forget how to play football.
That's not true. He was doing well defensively. That's not
Demo, stop saying that.
Boss,
Because
the man there track back. You see him never track back. He was
not tracking back.
I can remember this thing to the man get back and we not tackle after
Demo, if the man played 90 minutes, am I time for talking? So I'm going to ask you input. Talk when you're ready for talk. If a baller played 90 minutes and him track back 2 times, I drop business that him not track back. Right? Because there's many times, even the commentator said, what name Matty Cash or whatever I'm on name, 2v1 over there. No Leon Bailey tired. Like that is impossible. As a right wing, that are one of your primary duties. Not a secondary duty. It's one of your primary duties to come back and help out your right back or your left back or whoever the case may be.
Saying he didn't mean say him never do it none at all, but may I tell you so there were points in the game he was doing it.
Demo, if a man played 90 minutes, right? If a man played 90 minutes and him only run back 2 times out of 90 minutes, when Southampton were pressuring down that particular side, his side was where Southampton was pressuring. You're going to tell me, say, okay, well, you say he was good defensively. How?
Yeah, because I saw him tracking back a lot of times.
You can't say, Demo, if you see the man track back a lot of times, honestly, if you said the man track back a lot of times, you're being disingenuous because that's not true.
All right, the man track back. We'll just put it this way.
All right, let's put it this way. If there were 50 times where he's supposed to track back, him track back probably 3 times out of the 50 times. And that is unacceptable. And then moving forward, can't control him. He was playing today, he was playing like a Jamaican international. If I look at him and say, hey man, he's a Jamaica baller. Certain little things we do, that is what he's supposed to do being a Jamaican international. Can't control, can't pass, being dispossessed, low IQ. All of them something that is not a baller worth $30 million. Today and last game,
75% pass accuracy. Would you consider that good or bad?
If a man pass the ball 4 times and he complete 3 passes, that would have been 75%. Would I rate that happily? No. Come on now. Chris Lynch.
Yeah,
what kind of madness you just say and say, come on now, like you're saying something that makes sense. You say, come on, like you just say something that makes sense. A man pass the ball 4 times, and the 1 time it doesn't complete, you say, come on now. When come on go with no nonsense there.
No, relax, Chris Lynch. If a man plays 90 minutes. No, if a man plays 90 minutes, right? If a man plays 90 minutes, you are one of the hold on, Chris Lynch, let me make you talk. Let me talk now, brother. If a man plays 90 minutes, right? And he is one of the focal points of the offense, right? One of the focal points of the offense. if you pass the ball 4 times out of 90 minutes, 4 times, because I can pull up the stats. Go on, let me pull it up, because we know on 75%.
Where you gonna pull up? Where you gonna pull up?
Worry yourself.
What Chris? I understand what nobody. Well, me personally, now I say Leon had a good game. I thought he was horrible today. I didn't think he have a good game either. I didn't.
No, but Kem sound like him gonna use this game for say, because I don't see Sancho do nothing all season where tell me saying better than Leon Bailey, to be honest.
And
Yeah,
first of
And
all,
when you look at the price tag,
agree.
and when you look at the price tag, it's a big difference.
And Sancho-
Leon Bailey was injured for most of the time, just come back into the squad with 2 stars. So obviously, him a work him way in.
Sancho is way better than Leon Bailey. Way better.
And that's
not
what
the
I'm saying.
argument.
I haven't seen that since season. Tell me a game to go look at Sancho and say, look at Sancho there, and you can see. Because you say you don't believe in adapting, you know. So if Sancho is not adapting, he's just being a flop.
I don't
Alright,
know them call Sancho.
And even with Sancho, a flop right now, still better than Leon Bailey. Still better than Leon Bailey.
That's nonsense.
That is in your mind. Look up the stats now. Look up the stats and tell me the Leon Bailey pass percentage wasn't 75%.
No, it's under 75%, because on this WhoScored.com, the last 2 games that Leon Bailey played, under 75% passing. And today his rating was 6.55. Horrible, poor. And again, I am only being critical of
that is not passing though. That is where the overall came.
I said
tell me about what him do over. I said go look up his passing percentage.
Is either your phone now work or something wrong with your ears, brother? I said his last 2 games, his passing accuracy was under 75%, which means this game and the game before. Something wrong with your ears? Open up your ears.
Him last game, this game he wasn't under 75%.
Yes, he was. I don't know which stat you're looking at, but he was under 75%.
Boss, either way, I am not looking for Leon Bailey passing stats. I am looking at his impact in the game, how much chances him create, how much shots him take at goal, and all of them stuff there. And from what me see today, he was not good.
He took 2 shots today. 2 shots.
Yeah, so I don't think he was good. So Lynch, if you find 75 or 80% pass accuracy, I don't care. Today we may talk about he wasn't good today. We can just say that and move on.
Lynch, I don't know. Lynch, you must be a crazy man for come on this platform. Want to come defend Leon Bailey today. You must be.
What you mean? What you mean defend Leon Bailey?
You must be.
I'm not defending Leon Bailey. You talk about Sancho, and I'm telling you, I don't see 10 minutes of Sancho in the Premier League. I'll know to tell me that he value even $10 million. So I tell me about Leon Bailey filling Jack Grealish's shoes. That don't make no sense.
All right. Who spoke about Sancho?
Because if you're looking at Leon Bailey, you have to look at Sancho. You have to look at people like that.
We're talking about Aston Villa versus Southampton. Why we have to look at Sancho? Why?
Because that's what we do. We judge football players based on other football players.
Hey, that is what you do. But on this platform, we do it differently here. We're talking about Aston Villa versus Southampton.
That is how you do it. Because I heard Levan said, Levan is the one bring up Sancho, so don't say the platform. That is how you do it. The platform don't do it like that. Because it's Levan who brought up Sancho, you know. Not me.
But then, him ask me a question independently. But once we start talking
not independently, that's how your brain register it. Levan asks you because he's saying if you criticize this man like this, he's making a comparison and your brain register it that way. You can't tell me saying I saw the man mean it.
All right, okay.
Ask Levan how he meant it now. Ask Levan how he meant it. If it wasn't a comparison.
Okay, let me say this. When we're talking about Aston Villa versus Southampton, don't ask me about the Manchester United.
You have to tell Levan that. Levan never tell that. Levan asks you that. I don't mean ask you.
But Levan bring it up. Sancho. You're bringing up Sancho in the argument.
Levan bring up Sancho in the argument.
Okay, but we've been talking about that already. But now you are bringing him up back again.
Guys,
because Levan make a good point.
Gentlemen, calm down.
It's easy.
Hey,
so, all I'm saying is that
I'm finished my point. So what I'm saying is, right, there is no possible way anybody with any brain, any sense can come here and try to defend Leon Bailey and try to compare him to any other baller. The man was the poorest attacking player, and rating wise, he was the poorest attacking player on Aston Villa today.
Well, when they are just as awful.
No, but I'm saying that's why I said rating wise. How they rate the players, he was the lowest rated player today for Aston Villa. And I'm saying people have been begging and say, oh, the coach are idiot because he has
El Ghazi was the lowest rated player today.
That's not true, Kems.
Was the lowest rated player. You keep on saying stuff that's not true. The man passed the ball 20 times today and 15 times it was accurate. And you tell me so that's not 75%.
Hold on. Let me add some context to this, please. Everybody I check different sites. We are gonna give different opinions on the voting. Vote for the player stats, you know. So no probably I look on two different stats.
You don't vote for passing. You don't vote for passing.
The player rating, brother. So Kim's player ratings might have El Ghazi.
But me also think that El Ghazi was poor. Me I think that El Ghazi was the poorest player today on Aston Villa pitch.
Levon, can you tell me
what else you do?
Levon, answer this. What is the price for N'Ghazi? What's the price for him? What's his price tag?
I thought we don't do that. We don't compare people.
I'm asking Levon a question. Relax, Chris. Relax, no. What's the price of N'Ghazi, Levon?
You see the money double standard.
Alright, give me a second.
Why the price of N'Ghazi?
Give me a second, let me check it. So they actually paid $9 million for him.
$9 million. And what's Leon Bailey price tag?
Around 31.
All right. We move on.
But Kems, you not defeat your argument because guess what? When Demo asked you a while ago, we look at Leon Bailey stats versus Jadon Sancho. There you have it. So I'm saying if you're going to be critical of Leon Bailey, you have to be critical of Jadon Sancho.
But
I'm a United fan. I'm just being.
Levon, let me show you. All right. Yes, I may kill. Hold on, Levon. Yes, I may kill my argument, right? But listen to this. And I just go switch it a little bit. I remember the other day we were talking about cricket, and I was talking about Chris Gayle, and I said, okay, how come we not criticize Bravo them people then? When the same one tell me say, we're not talking about Bravo right now. We're not talking about Pollard right now. We're talking about the universe boss, Chris Gayle. That's what they tell me. All right, so why the same argument can't be applied here? We're not talking about Sancho. We're simply talking about Leon Bailey. Why we can't do that? So if we're gonna be fair, we're gonna be fair straight across.
But hear what's the issue? Here what's the issue now? The issue is that you came just drawed for El Ghazi. So if you draw for El Ghazi, you have to bring that in.
No.
Remember that you said we mustn't bring nobody else in enough because we're not
all right, what me there say, Levon? In all seriousness, what I was saying was that based on the stats that I check, right? Based on what me check, my website, right? It said that Leon Bailey was the worst rated player. Probably somebody else check another website and he said something else. So that's what I was saying. So you can't say me wrong or this person wrong. But just say that's what the website or me check.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's that different people do them.
That's one of those things.
Who name life of a pedagogue or whatever? Who's that clown? Tell me who the clown they be. Let me get for run them way. Me in the mood
tonight. You must turn off the comment section, man.
No, me in it tonight.
But as I was saying initially, Southampton ain't going nowhere. They're here in this league to stay, and Ralph Hasenhuttl will keep them in the league. I don't know what you were thinking, Kims, and I also said it that, boy, Aston Villa probably will have to start rethinking if they should keep Dean Smith on or not, because, I mean, he has tried different formations, and they just haven't worked. We saw him with 3 at the back, 5 at the back, 4 at the back. None of them has worked out. And it's kind of a similar situation that Nuno was in at Wolves just the other day. Remember when he tried the 3 at the back and then the 4 at the back? So nothing was working. So Aston Villa probably have to start rethink right now because, I mean, they spent a lot of money. Can't afford to get relegated. So they have to really think about that situation. I think they will stay up though, right?
Yes, man. Aston Villa have way too much quality. Way too much quality to go though. They'll stay
up. Chris, what do you say? They will stay up?
Yeah, I think they can stay up. Yeah, they're probably going to a bad run of form. More than likely will come good.
Okay. Kims.
Oh.
Michelle says that you should just do your favorite thing. Just use a relationship analogy and
Michelle, big up yourself, Michelle. Big up yourself.
Welcome to the podcast, the man from Mannings.
Biggest school around.
Okay.
No joke. What's going
It
on?
don't sound convincing at all. Anyhow.
No, man. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Sorry. Good afternoon. Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Big up yourself,
This pastor mouth sounds a bit tasty, you know.
Mannix, man, what you doing?
Man, you have to call me His Excellency, you know. Careful now.
Hey. Mannix, man.
Yeah.
Mannix, man, just you're in a fourth place. You ever just want to put that out there?
No, man, I'll give out the point standing enough because you guys have asked for it. So as it stands, Chris, I don't know what you're doing, but boy, you're up at the top on a number that you probably won't like, or probably maybe you will. I think you have an idea which number I'm talking about. You're up top on 69 points. In second place, we have Kims on 45. Demo and Mannings are tied on 42. And take into consideration that Demo actually missed last week. So Mannings and Kims, you guys need to step up your prediction.
These guys are horrible. But miss a week and still in a third. That's
so why Demo
I missed a week as well.
No, you never missed last week,
yeah,
man. You were here.
No, man, I missed a week. I think
no,
I missed a week, man.
Mannings missed a week, though, man.
Either the first week, but I missed a week, man.
Same like me, Mannings. I missed a week.
Me too.
Wow.
Everybody missed a week. See?
But people keep on asking about it, and now is the time for us to look forward to the games that will take place over the weekend. And I mean, so there's a lot of interesting games going on. So first up, we'll actually see the Manchester Derby, where we'll see Manchester United taking on Manchester home. No, United got a victory last time out against Spurs, in which Spurs ended up being the victor because they saw Nuno Espirito Santo being sacked, and now Dan Conte comes in and he had a dramatic yet entertaining and everything you could possibly find first game for Tatnam. They scored 3 goals within 20 minutes, then they got a red card, they conceded 2, and then they saw the next team got 2 red cards as well. So that in mind about Manchester United, they won against Tatnam, depleted Tatnam side. Well, they were awful. And then you have Man City, who lost 2-0 to Crystal Palace. No, Kims, as a United man, how are you feeling going into this game? Do you think United has what it takes to beat the City team, or are you on the fence?
All right, so what I'll say, first of all, before I even talk about the game, let me tell you what the big coach had to say today. They asked him about what he learned from the Liverpool game. Like, what kind of fool question you ask big coach, right? So the big coach said, there is no point in me talking about how much we have learned. We have to show it, and that's the game in football. There's too many talk a good game. We have to go out there and play a good game. That's what the big coach say, right?
What big coach? Stop refer to the man as a big coach, no, brother.
Did Levon call on you or me? You keep quiet over there until it's your turn. Right? It's my time now. So
stop embarrassing.
You ask me, and you can say embarrass whatever. Am I coach that? Let me cheer for my coach, no? All right. Bam. Manchester United have beat Manchester City with worse teams and worse form, right? So, can Manchester United beat Manchester City? Absolutely they can. Will they? That's a totally different story. I'm not sure, right? But, I like what I saw in the Spurs game. And you can say, oh, Nuno this, Nuno that. At the same time, it was who in front of us. And, we gave them a 3-0. We kept a clean sheet, right? Obviously, majority of the things always come down to who the coach decides to play, right? Who the coach decides to play, especially in a defense. Because if Maguire think he might go with him like a kindergarten defense, then Manchester United might pick up 7, right? But, I think the guys are focused. I think the guys are ready. I think they're up to the challenge. I don't think they're taking it light because I think the Liverpool beating is still stinging inside them, right? And obviously, we have Cristiano up front. I heard that Cavani is out for tomorrow. So, that going to be a big one based on what the big coach is trying to play. I think he's trying to play 5-3-2. And, Cavani and Ronaldo up top. So, That's going to be a tough blow for us, but we have enough quality. Obviously, there will be no Pogba there as well due to the red card, but I think we still have enough quality in the team to go ahead and get a result. With that being said, Manchester City now they got 2-0 from Crystal Palace, and it was just a bad day for City. They got the red card, but they still dominated possession, dominated shots on goal, dominated everything apart from the most important stat, which was the scoreline. So with that being said, I'm not going to say this with my conviction, but I'm going to say this with the backage of my team, and I believe that Manchester United will get a result out of this game. Will always play City tough. I think it will be a 1-1 draw.
Okay, sir. But Kims, that if I was close by you and anything of that sort, every time that you mention big coach, I'll give you a hard answers. Sorry, YouTube. We're not promoting violence, but I'll definitely give him a couple of years. What kind of big coach you talk about? Don't disrespect the show, boss. Man. Don't do that.
Levon.
Thank you very much.
Levon, the thing is, I would like for, when each and every person on this platform give their opinion, it is to be respected. So if I believe that he's a big coach, then he's a big coach.
No, we won't allow you to water down the program. Your opinion have to come with facts behind it.
Well.
What?
Did he beat your team in the league last season? Yes or no?
We're talking about this season.
Well, it's the same coach.
The man asked you for analyze. The man asked you for analyze the City versus Man U game.
The coach finished third and second in the Premier League.
Okay, he also wanted 1 point to go through to the Champions League next one after 2 games, and he didn't get it. He also went for Europa League finals and didn't win. And he also stop put big behind the man name.
He's
a big coach in failure.
How is it that we got to the finals?
Plenty teams get to finals. Plenty teams get to
finals. We have to give the coach some respect.
Big coach. Support along the show, bro.
All right, Kims.
Give the coach some respect.
Kims, listen, Kims, and listen, Kims, and to the fellow analysts and to the commenters. When I talk about big, Kims, I talk about this. This is what is big.
Big merch.
This is what is big. You see it?
Merch. Show them
that is just the first of it. So we talk about big. Don't worry yourself, man. In due time, they'll see it, man. But no, Chris, how is this one going? Because Kims think that you'll end now 1-1 draw now. What do you think?
Think any Manchester United fan probably happy that Paul Pogba is not available. That's a positive to start with. That's a positive to start with. You need the energy, you need the vibe, you need everything going into a big derby like this against a quality team. And you haven't lost your last 4 against them in the league. You have won 3 and draw 1. So obviously, no matter, you cannot look at how bad you guys have been over the seasons and come against in the league basically. But it seems like when you come up against Man City, you come and get a result. I mean, when you look at, you were down 2-0 in a game that City should just win and win the title. And you would say it should be easy for them because they weren't playing for nothing at that time and they couldn't see it out. So that tell you that your team has something in them. And like Manchester United is famous for doing his comeback, and they are one of the biggest players to do that too, Ronaldo. But I really think you're going to win this game. I really feel Manchester United is going to win this one because it's just something I like that your coach tried the back 3. I mean, I like when coaches realize that something is wrong. That's the first thing as a coach. You have to accept that something is wrong. And he accept that something was wrong. You concede 4, you concede 5, you keep conceding. You're still conceding still. Not that you're not conceding because you went to Atalanta and you still concede, but at least he addressed the problem. He saw that there is a problem and he addressed it. So I probably pick you to come out 2-1 winners.
Wow. Big prediction, Chris. Big prediction, Chris. I'm big commentary on that, Chris. Don't listen to clown around here with him bright self.
All right, Kims, when I talk about big, I said you should refer to this. This is what is big, boss, man.
Yeah.
These are big things. When I talk about Manchester United coach, you see this is big.
Hey,
people, no merch. You see it? Merch look well sharp and nice.
Mr. Trail, the merch look nice, but I check my mailbox. I'm not seeing no merch in the mailbox. Mr. Trail, how that work? Talk to me. Talk to me, Mr. Trail.
Mannings, man. This Manchester derby, they always produce some entertaining games, some snooze fest at times. How you see this one going this time around?
Mannings man, mute. You mute Mannings man.
Man City 2, Manchester United 1.
I say you don't need to go into any analysis.
I think Manchester United is looking better. I think they just have this fixture at a time when the coach is experimenting something that seems to be working. I think if they had probably a lower ranked team, it would be better for them. I hope though that at the end of the game he doesn't go back from the experiment. I just think he's going to come up against a quality side that is not testing out something new, and that may cost him. But I think the new things that he's trying, he should keep it going. But it's kind of hard. If you look at the Atlanta game that Manchester United played, they conceded 2 goals that I thought weren't. They just never. Somehow their midfield doesn't defend well enough in the wide areas to support whatever system they're using. And that may be because their offensive player don't help back as much. You can't afford to do that with City, whatever formation you're using. Right? When the Liverpools, I was watching Liverpool play and I saw Mane tracking all the way back in that 2-2 game that they had against Brighton, and Salah was doing the same thing. I want to see Cristiano Ronaldo doing that. I want, right? And if they can't, you can't.
No, you go see that happen.
Well, people are going to make excuses as to certain players can't do that. When they play in certain teams, everybody has to defend. And Liverpool, I think Salah and Mane are quality strikers, and they were coming back. And if they can do it, then Cristiano Ronaldo needs to do it. And if they don't do that, they cannot. They're going to suffer against the bigger teams. They have to find a way to get their top 3 to come back and help defensively. You are allowed that liberty when your defenders are high quality, and they're not going to have Varane, right? You have to have high quality defense. And even when Liverpool have a Van Dijk, they're still coming back. So either you're going to have to change your defense and your midfield, or you force them to come back. But they cannot not come back, and you play with the same midfielders and defenders and think you're going to get good results against the higher quality teams. I think they're going to suffer if they don't. And the coach is going to start Ronaldo. Even Rashford, I don't think Rashford defend enough. When I compare him to Amani, that's just my opinion. When I compare Rashford to Amani, he doesn't come back defensively enough, in my opinion. Nor just Mason Greenwood, nor Martial. I don't know what system Manchester use.
Mannings, man, you were going so... You're having a decent pointing until I mention Martial. Why did you bring the Martial into this argument?
All right, let me just say I was talking about martial arts, but go ahead.
Levon, what kind of...
Go ahead.
Levon, what kind of comment this Jason mentioned? Jason a madman?
All right, Jason, Kems is asking you. Jason says that why would you want the greatest goal scorer in the history of football to be drilled with defensive duties? Not saying he shouldn't do it sometimes, but he's there to score goals.
So who said he must be drilled in defensive duties?
Come on. Jason, I believe you're just playing devil's advocate right now because, as a Georgian, I know, say, we're more critical than that. So, we don't think you're serious with that one. But man, I saw Cristiano Ronaldo tracking back in the Atalanta game, I think it was the Atalanta game. I see him running back all the way down to, all the way back to the defense. So,
why? Huh? United were desperate at that time. That's the thing. We don't want to be in a desperate situation where they have to do it. I'm saying that. Do it from the front foot. Don't wait until they're behind and chasing the game.
So, would that be where? Would you say that would be like a coach's instruction? Or players should take it upon themselves?
I think both work hand in hand because I've reached a point now where I stop criticize the coach alone. I'm criticizing well. As a matter of fact, I stop criticize the coach totally. I saw Bruno came out today and mentioned something that sometimes it's us players that should do rate and whatnot. So as of today, players me a target. All of the players them me a target right now. So I mean sometimes they're given instruction by coaches, but you remember I think it was last night, I don't remember if it was Devin or it was Shakes that were talking about in-game management, right? So while you're in the game, if you see a particular thing not working, this is where coaching comes in at times, but I mean, if you're intelligent as a footballer, you yourself can take it up and say, hey, here what? Even though the coach said this, me say where if me do this, it could possibly work. Because sometimes, so most time, as a matter of fact, a lot of times when individual brilliance comes into play, it's just a player decide to take it upon himself and just do whatever I should do. So I mean, things like these, if a player is intelligent enough and see that something is not working, then he could do that. I remember a game earlier this season between Borussia Dortmund. I don't remember who their opposition was, and the coach of the team, Marco Rosa, said that Marco Royce, the player, came to him and said that, Coach, I think you should switch your formation because they have more bodies in the middle where they're overrunning us. So, here what? The switch your formation and you'll probably get better result. He switched the formation around, all right, say for instance, it was halftime. At halftime, he switched the formation and immediately Dartmouth went on to win the game. So, I mean, players can see little things in games now that they could relate to the coach. So, I think both work hand in hand.
So check me out, right? So I believe if we translate that to Manchester United, right? I believe only certain players could I get all if you look on that. And that are probably Cristiano and probably Bruno. Probably only those two players really could I get the coach to say, if a man, but again, I think also the captain plays a role into that as well. But I don't think the captain that we have right now is good enough. I don't think he is demanding enough. I don't think he's vocal enough. I don't think he's strong enough to demand that kind of effort from a senior man like a Cristiano Ronaldo. Them man seem like them would just funny. Oh, I don't think especially with his play of late, Normally when you not play good, you can't really make your voice as loud So, I think as I said before, if I was Ole, I would have to take away the captaincy from him right now. Like I have to set certain standard in the club to say, hey, but I believe 4, 5, 6 from the man come back from injury, the man has been dead poor. So we have to set some standard in the club, but we see it go.
Let me just say this, right? Because to Joseph, one of the things I'll say is this. Remember, my reason for wanting Ronaldo to track back is because of the vulnerabilities in Manchester United midfield and defense. Let me say it again. When you have high quality defenders and midfields in your defensive mid, he never needed to do that at Juve. He never needed to do that at Real Madrid because he had capable defenders and midfielders in a system where your defense and the D-mid is suspect. You support the system by coming back a little bit more, especially when you're playing against the top teams. I don't expect him to do that when you're playing Watford and Newcastle and those teams. Your defense should be able to deal with that. This City midfield is
stick up in though, man.
Yes.
You know that defending itself doesn't necessarily means that you have to track back or anything like that. My issue with it is that you don't see Cristiano pressing much either. Because remember that to defend as a team, you have to start pressing from the front. You have to press from the front, right? And not even that he doesn't do much of.
Exactly. So. Manningsman, me not teeth your point, but again, even simple Jamaican road football or field football, what the first thing Jamaicans say when they play ball? First tackle. You as the forward have to go and make the first tackle. But and sometimes when Manchester United for make the first tackle, a jog go towards, give the defenders easy time to play out from the back and so. So I totally agree.
Kims, you know who is the one that is making that has been doing the first tackle? And people criticize him because it takes away from his creativity. Bruno's been the one doing the high pressing.
Yep.
And then again, when he does that take away from him being in the midfield to deliver those passes to the forward. So it's an issue for me, and people might say, "Hey, it's Cristiano Ronaldo."
Well, if the coach, this is where I blame the coach, because if the coach believes that Cristiano Ronaldo is 37. He can't play high press. Then you don't have to, you defend in the middle third. You say, okay, let's not press, but let's come back and defend. Let's start tackling in the middle third. Let's apply your pressure there and let the team play out from the back. But what keeps happening to Manchester United when they watch the games is exactly what you just said. Ronaldo doesn't press, so he's out of position. Bruno goes and press, and the ball goes behind them. And now you expose your already weak midfielders who easily get overrun, and then you expose an next set of weak defenders. So if you were doing that and you had like a Toni Kroos or, you know, one of those, or a Kante or somebody stable in your midfield, it wouldn't show up so much, you know.
Agreed.
Good point.
Totally
Good
agreed.
point, Mannings. You started off the show a little wibbly wobbly, but since then you have just picked it up to a different notch, man.
And then Michel says that when Cristiano Ronaldo plays for Portugal, it's funny, he comes back, he tracks back. Is it because he knows that his team is not good enough and they need his help?
He's the captain as well, right?
Well, maybe because that's a good point. Maybe because he's the captain.
Lead from the front.
Lead from front. Maybe they should give him the captaincy.
Hell no.
I believe so too.
No.
Why? Or why not? If Maguire can get it, where I come from Leicester, why cannot Cristiano Ronaldo get it?
Cristiano should not get it either. Cristiano should not get it either. I don't want a lazy man as my captain.
So who should get it? Who would you give it to? And don't tell me Bruno.
That's the only player that I'll give it to.
What about the goalkeeper?
Yeah, the keeper I'm gonna give it to.
Keeper alright to him there, man. That man.
He's been the most consistent for us.
But we're going to move on because we are talking. Well, Demo, welcome back, man. I need a prediction for this game.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Did you get my prediction for the Aston Villa game versus Southampton? Because I got that right, you know.
Yo,
I got that right.
Hey, management, Demo time to talk.
I got that right, you know. I told the guys that look out, you know, because Aston Villa, what did I say? They talk too much. I told you guys, you know, look out for relegation. So that's big 3 pointer for me.
Mannings, man, listen. I know that you're not a gambling man, but it seems like you're trying gambling. You know? You can't buy pints around here, so.
All right, boss.
All right, Demo.
Yeah, so sorry about that. I don't know what happened. The laptop just crashed. So here's the thing. So this big coach has conceded 15 goals so far with the Manchester United team. He has lost one of his better defenders in Varane, and so now he started to do a new system with the 3 at the back team. And I think that he's going to start Eric Bailly. This Manchester City team has just lost a game to Crystal Palace. I have heard the host come on this show and say, anytime Manchester City lose a game, expect the next game for them to be taking out the wrath.
I'm taking out Bamboos already.
Yeah. So my thing is, this is a derby. Anything can happen. And Manchester United seem to always have, the ticket. Well, Ole seem to have the ticket over Pep in a lot of these derbies, right? But my thing is, I think Manchester City will win this game comfortably. After watching Liverpool give them 5-0 and how Salah run them to wreck, I think with the form of Mahrez and Foden and Bernardo Silva right now, that interchanging will cause them a lot of problems along with Jack Grealish. And I have to say this, Jack Grealish has been tailoring off at the moment. He's not the Jack Grealish of old. And we used to come and rave about Jack Grealish a lot in the early days. And right now, I don't know what's happening to him. He might fall off a bit. Yeah? But I think Manchester City will win this game comfortably. And I'm going to say 4 to Manchester City, 1 to Manchester United.
All right, Sadimo, let me just get something clear. I'm not too smart, so I like ask for clarity, right? So you were talking about you say all the way of Salah and then people that mince up the defense. 2 questions I have to ask you, part A, part B. So you don't think Manchester United just so foolish, like we not learn nothing from the 5-0 experience? That's one question. And then the second question, are you now comparing Salah to Mahrez and them Balade? I'm just, as I say, I'm not too smart, so I'm just
you never have to tell me say you're not too smart. You know,
all right.
To say. Zine? So here's the thing. I watched Liverpool play against Manchester City, and I saw the problems that they gave as a combine. Grealish and Foden and all of them, how them interchange against our defense. I saw them do that, and then I saw my team play against your team. So me analyze both teams how them play, and coming up against that defense, with me see Liverpool deal with. There's Maguire, he's horrible, and Eric Bay is too rash, and I don't know if Lindelof will be fit and ready for this game. Touch and go. So who is the third defender when I go play at the three at the back?
Phil Jones.
I'm going to say the greatest defender in Manchester United history. Phil Jones.
Listen, I'm going to go 4-1 Manchester. It's not of Manchester United not learning. It's a matter of the quality that City possess, and it no matter where only learn. I think that the quality will tell, and City will win this game 4-1.
All right, so yeah, Sean Smith saying that we not learn anything. Atalanta game show with that we can't defend as a unit.
That too.
Guess what, Kims? This is what I forgot. This could actually be the case to Luke Shaw left centre back, and then they put Telles out on the left hand side or Dalot. That could be the possible scenario.
That man look like him here. Telles like poison.
And I'm not sure. You think Greenwood is going to play, given what he has done?
Greenwood is not going to start. I think he's going to start Christie and probably Rashford up top.
Well, I don't think he's going to play in the game at all.
Why turned down?
Because he turned down the England invitation.
He didn't.
Really?
Yeah, the article was from the last one in the month. It was from the previous campaign that they came together. They came together and made the decision. The article that you saw today was them kind of reiterating the same point over.
Okay.
So get now call up the man, brother. That's what I'm saying. If Jamaica is serious, go in for Mason Greenwood.
That man now go play for Jamaica.
You don't know that.
All right.
But let's move on. Next up tomorrow, we'll see Chelsea taking on Burnley. And let's point out that the time has changed. So normally we're accustomed to games starting at 6:30. No, United game will be at 7:30. And the other games will start at 10 a.m. in the morning, Jamaica time. Looking at this Chelsea game, they're taking on Burnley. Burnley got a good victory last time. Well, Maxwell Carney proving that he's a bargain for them. But the Chelsea team, I mean, they might look awful in the first half, but whenever they go in at halftime, seems like Thomas Tuchel just unleash and it has come out and do the business, as proven last time out against Newcastle. They went in 0-0, scored 3 quickly in the second half. This time around, let's see this one going, Chris.
Yeah, whenever I see these little teams that I expect to challenge the relegation zone, I don't have much expectation of them against a Chelsea team. Too organized. I love the Chelsea team how they defend. I admire them for defending, and if you're that organized, what Chelsea does is make sure you don't score. So all the time now, when you don't score, all the pressure is basically back on you, because Chelsea is going to get a chance and they're more than likely going to finish at some point. So the pressure is on you. So I don't have no expectation of Burnley getting a result. So 2-0 Chelsea.
All right, Dimo, I see this one going.
Yeah, comfortable victory for the champions elect. It's always tough playing against Burnley. It's just that this season they started off a bit shaky, and Ben Mee has been out for a long while, so it's tough for them. And I think with the form of Reece James right now, and Chelsea can get goals all around the park at the moment. Yeah, I'm going to go with the same scoreline as Chris Lynch, and I'm going to go 2-0 as well.
Okay, Kems.
2-0 Chelsea, by the way.
All right, so Burnley, Burnley not big and physical, but they're not going to come and bully this Chelsea defense, of course. There's really not much to say about this game that the gentlemen haven't already said. However, Burnley got a good result against Brentford, so yeah, Burnley, but obviously I tell you, that sometimes men against boys, and this will be one of those situations. However, I'm just going with I watched Chelsea play against that team Malmo or whatever the name, and Chelsea have as I tell you, Chelsea don't have a killer instinct mentality. I don't think. I think they score a goal and then defend it, pass around, da 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 da. So I think it will be a 1-0 Chelsea victory.
Okay.
Host. You can just remind Kings. I'm gonna really like talk to Kings. Can you remind Kings that Chelsea just scored 7 goals against Norwich? The team who said don't have a killer instinct. Just saying.
All right.
But Demo, on a real though, Demo, there's some merit to what he says that at times with Chelsea, because you see playing against that Malmo team, brother.
Oh, often you go see Chelsea come drop like sometimes you go on like no sense in a youth. Oh, often you go see Chelsea come here and drop 7-0 and 8-0. No, Chelsea is not that kind of team. They're just not.
What
you come here, you see a team do something. I see him say, come tell me, say Leon Bailey was great defensively. Oh, he was great defensively in the game because you see him track back 2 times out of 50 times. Man, hey, Levon, you see next time I gotta ask you who up on the show. And if I DM me, just I go send you my predictions and don't show up here.
Boss, Chelsea
give me an idea, brother. You talk too much nonsense, brother. I don't want you to talk to me.
This is a team. That's why I'm not talking to the host.
Guys.
Calm down, kid.
Listen.
So we can make my point.
We're keeping a podcast and we respect each and everyone's opinion. No need for the animosity, man.
So that's why I'm telling my point, Levon. So listen to the team that doesn't have a killer instinct. 7-0 against Chelsea. Malmo the first leg, 4-0. Don't killer instinct.
Sorry, Demo. Not 7-0 against Chelsea.
Against Norwich. Yeah. 3-0 against Tatnam. 3-0 against Aston Villa. 2-0 against Arsenal. 3-0 against Palace. And so on and so forth. No killer instinct.
Okay.
Yeah. So then play Malmo. Let me finish my point. So
listen, guys. Hold on, Demo. Hold on. Kems and Demo, you're going to address each other. I'm not going to relay any message whatsoever. So you guys are going to address each other. I'm not. Listen, man. I'm not having none of this.
Brother, we're up on the podcast, so him can hear what me I say. So I need to address him. He can hear what me I say. Right? What I'm saying is,
did they say address or hold on? Did they say address or undress?
Boy, man, what you Hey, listen.
I already made my point that it is very clear for the listeners. So no killer instinct. Just say.
Listen what I say. When you talk about killer instinct, right? When you talk about killer instinct, it's not say, okay, you score 3 goals, so yeah, you have killer instinct. It's about how many goals could you have scored in the game. So, for example, Chelsea play against a Tatnam. Chelsea could have scored probably 8 goals against Tatnam if they had that particular killer instinct. When they play Norwich, they could have scored probably 12 against Norwich if they had that particular killer instinct. That's all I'm saying.
Nonsense, but I'll move on.
Always nonsense to people when I understand. Raise your level. Gain some intelligence, youth. They're on my level. May I tell you that straight?
Mannings, man. Your prediction, because these 2 guys are wild.
What I'll say, people can when somebody says you're not on my level, that could be absolutely true. It don't mean that your level is higher than them. So maybe
trust me, Mannings, man, it is higher.
No, that's what I wanted to say, sir. Just to make it clear. But I think Chelsea, I mean, there's not a lot to argue about. Chelsea is going to win by 2 goals. I think Chelsea is playing possum sometimes. Depending on who they're playing, and they have. The thing is that when you control the game, you determine sometimes the score line. And you may try, once a team realize they're not going to break us down, we're up by 2, let's just contain and pass the ball around. There are teams who do that. I've seen City do that before. When City played Arsenal and gave Arsenal 5, I think City could have given Arsenal 8. But it is obvious after 5, they took the foot off the gas, and maybe the coach had something else. Let's see how we can transition the ball in from a certain part of the field. Coaches do that sometimes. So when you don't see them scoring 10, you rarely see those results, The 10, 11, 12, all the way the game look like that because it is like mission accomplished.
Mm-hmm.
Let's like Liverpool, I think, did that. Liverpool was very clinical, and Liverpool just went 5 and said, let's just enjoy the rest of the game.
Let's not beat up our
Don't get injured. Don't push too hard. Let's get injured. Teams do that, so it doesn't take away.
Question, Mannings, man. Just want to ask you something. So you think Manchester City have killer instinct, even though they do that?
Of course, all of those teams have killer instinct.
Cool.
All right. Personally, for me though, I'm in agreement with Kems, and I'm sure that Chris will probably agree because you see, because we're betting man, we want team score a goal, and Chelsea is one of those teams that messed up a lot of people bet. So from a betting perspective, it's not cool for us. Don't do that, Chelsea. Don't score one and tell me say I can satisfy with that. We're not in agreement with that. But otherwise from that, I think Chelsea is in good stead. So we're going to move on, and it's Crystal Palace taking on Wolves. Crystal Palace got a very good win last time out. Wolves also got a victory. No, these are two teams that, based on how they have come across so far, it seems like two teams that scores goals for fun. No, Mannings, your boy Iron Balloon, you know. Anytime that man get bench, Wolves win. Anytime
Really
that man
is.
play, Wolves either draw or lose. Last match they bench him and they
And the
won.
bench, the bench them. I bench him for boss.
Right, that's it, man. I see this one going.
You listen. I must say that I am impressed with what I've seen of Patrick Vieira so far, and how he has gotten a team who was last season like not playing good, and he has taken basically the same players, and they are playing some good football. However, I still think there's something missing because they were playing City with 10 men, playing against 10 men, and they never looked at any point like they control the game. Truth is, it looked like City controlled the game, but Palace won. Wolves are one of these very dangerous teams. On a good day, they can beat like man for man. I think they are up there with some of the better teams. When you look at the players, especially in their midfield, they have some very good players, and you wonder if they are beginning this South Korean guy, the forward
Wang.
Wang. Man, the Mr. Wang getting it right, man. I mean, I'm telling you, Mr. Wang. Yes. So I am going to go. It's played in London. I'm going to go. Uh, whoa, 1-1. I'm going to
Okay.
go drawn game.
And before I move on, I just want to say, listen, guys, Sports Frenzy as a show is bigger than any individual. It's bigger than me, bigger than the producer, it's bigger than all analysts. So don't want the unnecessary animosity between you guys, man. Come on, man. We're trying to build something together. We do this together as a team, so don't need the bad vibe, man. And I'm going to send an invitation to both of you guys again Friday. And let me see it. No, I'm not turning up and so I go.
Levon, come in, man. Show we are running now. That we can't stop every minute.
Let's move on. Chris, your prediction for this one?
Yeah, like Manning say, we like to see farmer players getting it right, turning coaches and getting it right and doing good job. But Patrick Vieira, the Wolves, I think it's two teams that are on the same level. Wolves and Palace. I think it's basically two teams that are on the same level. Both of them think that they can get these 3 points. And I think they're going to play a little passive. No one wants to really lose. So I am going to go with a 1-1 draw like Mannings.
Okay. Demo.
Yeah, I think Wolves will nick this game. I think even though both teams are on a high right now, Conor Gallagher playing out of his skin at the moment. Call it from early in the season. He's playing brilliant football. I just think that Wolves, Jimenez playing well again and scoring. Wang assisting and scoring, and they just look like, I mean, ever since Manningsman mentioned dropping Traore, they just seem to be winning games. You know what I mean? And I think that they'll edge this. It will be a close game. So I'm going to go 2-1 to Wolves.
All right, and here's Jose saying that each time I see how the Wolves, the Palace players have adapted to Vieira's approach, I confirm that Ole is a clown. Kems, your prediction for this one?
1-1.
Okay. All right, next up we'll see Brentford taking on Norwich. Norwich who are out of sorts and basically down in the next division already. Brentford, another team that Kems would say you expect them to go down as well. They have what, They have lost what 3 now in a row. Tomorrow comes with them being at home. I think they're going to turn that around. I think that the bad run will continue.
Who you say? Isn't it Brentford at home?
Yeah, Brentford at home against Norwich.
Um. Well, I told I told you guys that until that Norwich coach get fired, I am off the Norwich train. So
Mhm.
and again, a lot of person will say, "Oh, Kems, you love to flip flop," but I've always said that with more information, my opinion is always subject to change. I can be wrong, but I'm not going to double down on my wrong. So I see this coach; he's not doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's making stupid substitutions and all kind of crazy tactics. So when them fire him, then I can get back on the Norwich train. So with that being said, I'm going to pick a 2-1 win for Brentford. Brentford more organized, better coach. If you look all around, forward line Brentford, midfield Brentford, defense Brentford, goalkeeper Brentford. And Brentford exactly
I
they know
think
what they're doing.
I think the goalkeeper is still out though, because
Oh, he's still.
he
Oh,
has a
he's
injury. Yeah.
okay. All right. Well, still 2-1. Still 2-1 Brentford. I just think that Brentford feel a little bit disappointed because when they played against Burnley, they came out very flat-footed and Burnley punched them in the mouth. And they couldn't recover from that. So I think Norwich is a perfect opposition. Either Norwich or Arsenal, whichever one them did book, is a perfect opposition for go ahead and get a victory against and be a moral booster. So with that being said, I'll have Brentford 2, Norwich 1.
All right, good thing that you brought up that about Brentford, because that I was watching back over the goals in that game, and boy, that goal by Saman Goodish, very good technique to actually score that goal, man. I was actually impressed by it. Probably knocking at the door for a start now, because Mbemo has gone off the boil. Let's see, they brought in Marcus Forrest, but doesn't seem up to scratch in the Premier League, so they probably need to make some alterations to their starting 11 as well. Mannings, what's your prediction for this one?
Hey, guess what? Norwich get their first win tomorrow. They have always beaten this team in the championship. So I am going Norwich. Timo Pukki is going to score. Um, that guy Kabak, his name, who was at Liverpool, gonna have a very good game. Contel, what's his name?
Cantwell.
Cantwell is going to have a very good game. Um, our Ivan Tony is going to be drawing more blanks again. So Norwich get their first win against Brentford tomorrow, and Brentford is going.
I thought they would have last week though, Mannings, man. Because I remember you came
Yeah.
here, you and Kemsen, and spoke glowingly that Norwich will pick
Must
up their
get 1
first
week right,
win.
team balance, man. Cause
Well,
you pick them every week.
well,
The law of averages, right? The
the
law of
law of
averages. You
averages.
must get it right
Yeah.
1 week.
Yeah, and I'm telling you this, that Brentford and Aston Villa, they're going to be on a little slide, because after this is the international break, so they're going to keep sliding, and seeing. And so I am going Norwich with a team of Pookie winner, um, defeating Brentford 2-1. Norwich going to be up 2, and they get back 1 late in the game, and Norwich comes through, get their first win.
I just remember that you're a pastor, so you're a man with a lot of faith.
All
Just
right,
remember.
all right.
but Chris, see this one going.
I just want the New York Knicks fans to know that we were down 19 in the first quarter against the Milwaukee Bucks, but we turned it around and we defeated them all by a night. You understand me? So New York Knicks defeated the Milwaukee Bucks. Knicks 6-3, Bucks 4-5.
It's a regular season. There's no championships won in the regular season. It's 82 game season. Just to let you know.
All right,
Okay.
Chris, go ahead.
On that note, yeah, this one look like it's poised. Norwich, like Manning said, never get defeated away from. They have never Brentford has never defeated them away. So the thing about the Brentford game, why I don't like Brentford winning this one, is because the goalkeeper and the first choice, one of the centre back is out. That is two major part of their team.
Which one of the centre back is out?
I think Christopher
No, man, but
Ayer.
Ayer wasn't starting for the past couple of games, man. Remember, they have been using Zanka, Pontus Janssen, and Ethan Pinnock.
No man, he play seven out of them 10.
No man, but
But
I'm saying that for the past about 2 to 3 games, it has been Zanka who has been the one starting.
and now the goalkeeper is out. So I guess the law of average is saying that injuries are coming their way now. And teams like these are always, I mean, I don't see Norwich really winning much games, I don't rate Norwich, but I don't want to go against them. A team that they probably feel like they can beat. I really want to give them a 1-0 victory. 1-0.
All right, Demo.
Yeah, so for me, I think this game will be comfortable for Brentford. It's just to pick a perfect score for this game. It's a Brentford win, but I just want to get a perfect score. Norwich has looked very toothless. I don't know what has happened to Pookie. I don't know where them go for Josh Sargent for do because he's useless as well. I don't know what's his purpose. So they look very toothless. I mean, they had 2 clean sheets previous games to the one the other day, but I think Brentford would have too much. And contrary to what management thinks, Ivan Toney will definitely score against Norwich. So I'm going for a 3-0 victory to Brentford, and I hope that's the perfect score. So 3-0.
Yeah, man, I hope that Ivan Toney score all three because I need some points in Fantasy Premier League. But let's move on to the next game where we actually see Brighton taking on Newcastle. Brighton, as I said, they got a well-deserved point against Liverpool the other day. This is the team that plays football. And when I see teams that
In-game
play,
management again
there you have it.
was
So
fabulous.
when I look at them, I mean, Lamptey knocking on the door to actually get a start. And if Lamptey start tomorrow, Lamptey and Cucurella and those wings will ball Newcastle. Well, whether they start or not, they're going to murder Newcastle either way. And with that in mind, Demo, you see this one going?
Yeah, Brighton, Boyd, after getting the point at Anfield, Lallana was awesome in that game as well. He got the assist for the second goal. Yeah, we always wax lyrical about Brighton and how they play. And Newcastle look like see them are gonna spend all of that money in the championship because they need to get things turned around very quickly. I think Brighton will win this game. I think they'll win it comfortably as well. A lot of comfortable victories this weekend. So I'm going 3-1 to Brighton.
Well, you're wilding. I see you have what? City to beat United 4-1, Brentford to win 3-0, Brighton to win 3-1.
Lots of goals this weekend.
Oi. Um, Mannings.
Yes, sir.
Oh, you see this one going?
Boy, I want Newcastle to get a point, but this Brighton team, like of the not big teams, Brighton I think is one of the biggest teams. I'm telling you, when you look at that game again, these guys took off Bissouma, and the team played better against Liverpool. I don't know if you realize that, right? They had a Tariq Lamptey who came on, and looked like they couldn't stop the man, and he's not starting, right? So
Stick up in Mannings. You mentioned that when they took off Bissouma, they looked better against Liverpool. I wouldn't necessarily say that, because remember that he was instrumental in that first half. Even though they were down, he was very instrumental. Because remember that for the goal, no, it wasn't the goal. Remember that he won the ball in midfield and he took a shot that Alisson tipped onto the post. Had Alisson not got a fingertip to that, that would have nestled into the back of the net. So, I mean, he had something to them that they were lacking, in which that is a drive from midfield. You get that when you have Bissouma on the field. It could also be said that, yeah, with Liverpool tired legs, they took him off and all of that, so they could have looked better. But I think he makes them better, and he was actually very good in that game.
I didn't say it wasn't good.
No. I'm saying in that game specifically, he was good.
I'm saying that I didn't say in that game specifically he was not good. I said imagine they took off Besuma and they looked better when he came off. Though he was good, so I'm not saying that he wasn't good enough, but when he came off, nothing
I
was
get what you're
missing.
saying now.
Everything.
We just agree to disagree.
Well, like they were more offensive when Besuma came off because even Lamptey came on. They were more a threat going forward. So they look better when they took off their best midfielder all season. It just shows how dangerous this team is. I mean, Mark you that I think the substitution of Keita kind of affected Liverpool midfield. It became like it was like knife going through butter. Once Keita came off, they put on the what they call that one? They
You know his name.
He was
No, you know his name very well.
the what's
The
the name?
Ox.
The who?
The Ox. And he came on and got a brilliant assist with a splendid
be.
ball into the box.
Was a peach.
Must not ask me no question because he wasn't doing anything. And I mean, the man.
That's not true.
Right? But once Keita came off and things, so Newcastle, I really want Newcastle to do well. They can't seem to get a coach, caretaker, manager. They're losing again.
They will get a coach, man. They're just few minor details away from Eddie Howe.
That's with all due respect, still. If that is your plan after buying a club, sell it.
What? Eddie Howe, a big coach, boss.
Tell me which big star. Tell me a big star that is going to play for Eddie Howe. Tell me one.
No, I don't know.
Do you think Eddie Howe?
Money talk.
Exactly. You just
no,
offer the wages and then buy.
You really think like these players, when if they call Paul Pogba and say we're going to double your salary and Eddie Howe is your coach, he's going to Newcastle?
Who knows? Yes. I get what they're saying, though, Mannings, because it's kind of stepped down based on who they were trying to go after. Because I mean, they were trying to get Unai Emery, and if you ask me, it was Newcastle who messed up that because Emery would have been there, he would have, but the leak news about them approaching him, and the man say, "Yeah, what I can't do that when I go play a big Champions League game." So it's a total no. You're not even reach out to Villarreal to make them know. Say, "Yeah, we're interested in getting the coach." So
I guarantee you that if Newcastle stays up, Eddie Howe is losing his job at the beginning of the next season.
Okay.
Because they just want a big name. They're just putting somebody in place to get there. You think Eddie Howe can call Tony Cruz from Real Madrid and say, "Hey, we're paying you a lot of money." These guys not only want the money, they want the coach and the club. Newcastle is not that club. Eddie Howe is not that coach, and money alone won't convince some players.
Okay. Prediction?
Yeah, I thought I told you already.
No, you didn't.
I didn't. Brighton, man, Brighton to win. 2-0.
I see what you're saying, though, because it's because of the money that invested in the team. If Eddie Howe does keep them up, and I just say, I rate Eddie Howe as a coach, but in terms of taking on the mantle of probably managing a big team, it can go both ways.
Listen,
I'm not going to kill him. But I see the point that you're getting at.
Listen, this is like Abramovich hiring Eddie Howe. This is like the Glazers hiring Eddie Howe. When you're a big club with money.
I mean the hired Ole. So
hold on a minute. Why? The only we know why he got the job. He's a Manchester United agent.
Yeah, man, I know.
We took off the L office, so he's an agent because he has lose the legend status. So he's an agent. All right. So the point is that you have to be at a certain level as a coach to take on certain clubs. Mm-hmm. Eddie Howe is not, and I'm not saying that he's a bad coach because sometimes people I don't know a reason like this. I didn't say the man is not a good coach, but certain clubs, when they want to be in certain categories, you have to have a certain level coach. You have to get one of the big coaches out there. Eddie Howe is not one of the top 20 coaches right now. And you want to be a top 20 club right now. You have to get a top 20 coach right now. Because those coaches attract top 20 players right now. You can't attract nobody, brother.
Right now.
Yeah. Because big players want big coaches.
That's what you're saying.
It's similar to Manning's one. It's similar to when freaking what you call it, when Man City they just get for their money. Man City wouldn't go call Eddie Howe for come coach them side. I want agree on them on the
good point.
Yeah, but you see the thing is a lot of times, when we like a particular coach, we tend to be biased and blinded by it, and we can't really see beyond that. We can't see the bigger picture. So you can't blame some people if them think say Eddie Howe would have do a fantastic job a year side there. So I'm in total agreement with you. But with that being said, let me tell you, Levan, right? I heard about this man named Saint Maximum. That man haven't played a good game for Newcastle since September 25th, right? And that was against Watford, right? Surprisingly, I wonder why, right? And I've came here and I've given the stats. Dispossessed 20 times. I've given plenty stats on this baller, right? And a lot of persons like to come forward and hype up this baller. It's the same way how them tell me say, oh, when Jack Grealish did go Manchester City, would have got boss.
No, Kems, I didn't come here and hype up the ball.
No, not you, Mannings, man, not you.
But
you, Mannings, man.
Must be Chris
But
Lynch.
But with that being said, I think that Brighton will win this game. Finally, I see Brighton start scoring some goals because one of the biggest issues we've had with Brighton over this whole season is that they'll create even against Arsenal.
And the season before too.
Even that brother named Marpe. I never see a man for miss goals in my life yet.
He's not playing. He has not been playing though because he didn't play against Liverpool.
Trossard is the man leading the line now as a first now.
Trossard can't trust a goal.
I could tell you same Liverpool against Liverpool, but I just think that obviously Brighton is a better team. Newcastle look lost. I remember when the owners had just taken over, I heard that these players would play, to get a contract so that they could stay with the team. But it looked like it's the opposite. They are playing so the owners can ship them out. So I think Brighton will have a comfortable win against Newcastle. Newcastle won't be scoring. I know that. So I'll give Brighton a 3-0 victory.
Let me tell you something. Can I just say something? Two things. One, it's about Jack, the Arsenal player that Arsenal sold to Newcastle, who kind of scored
Joe
Willock.
That's scam the man them.
What I would say to people is when you see these players like popping up and scoring goals, give them a next season before you go and spend money on them. You understand? Because these are the things happen. But I would say on the flip side, right? Here's the other point I want to make on the flip side. It's when you're because remember there are other coaches out there who don't have jobs now, and Newcastle can't attract them with all the money because we need to bear that in mind. Certain clubs and you understand me? You don't have that name to attract certain players, and money alone can't do it. Like a Zinedine Zidane, why you think they don't approach a Zinedine Zidane? Because certain coaches don't go to certain clubs even when money is involved.
Mannings, man, let me ask you a question, Mannings, man, right? So, a baller like Saint Maximum, right? This is just a personal question may I ask you. I just want some education. If this baller is so special, right? I know coaches like special ballers. So, if you have a special baller out there, a coach want coach a baller there, a coach dying for coach a baller there because he knows him can groom the baller there in something even greater than he is right now, right? So, if you have a special baller like Saint Maximum, wouldn't you think more coaches would want to gravitate to this job to say, well, we have a superstar or a emerging superstar over here, and with my coaching prowess, if I go to this team, I can lift this game to a higher level. Isn't that a thing for coaches?
You don't normally do that with one player, though, Kems. You don't really look to a team because of that one player. You say that one player. You normally want to see. You normally want to see more than that one.
Yeah. Like
I know the point that you're making, but you're not just going to see Saint Maxima and say yes.
I want to coach that player because
All right. So another question. I guess a part B to the question. When Manchester City get them $1 billion owners there, I don't know if I can remember. Because there was a time I think. Who was the players at Manchester? You can give me like 2 players or so. Who was at Manchester City?
They had like Sean Wright Phillips, Micah Richards. So they were in a better place than Newcastle because they were a top half club. They weren't battling. They were like a 7th, 8th place, 6th place kind of club.
It's the same reason as to why Tatnam got a good coach this week.
Right, like they were like a Tatnam, not a Newcastle.
Got it. So. Yeah. I remember
it's not Hurricane. We know that the relationship with Tatnam and Hurricane is sour, but the coach still the coach still think that he can get something out of Tatnam.
Even without Hurricane.
Yeah, he still thinks that.
So like on Nuno, because I remember you guys said that Nuno wasn't Tottenham's first choice at the time, and he was like probably Tottenham's sixth choice, right? So then Eddie Howe now is like Newcastle's like sixth choice, because I heard that they wanted Conte first. Obviously that wasn't going to happen. And then they wanted what the manager named Ter something another. Ter something, remember him as well.
Tenag.
Yeah, him. They wanted him, and then they wanted Emery.
They wanted Emery. They wanted Fonseca. That fell through. So Eddie would be probably fifth choice.
All right. So would Eddie Howe now be on the hot seat as Nuno was, because he wasn't really their first choice coach, you know? So would he be on the hot seat?
I think the Eddie Howe appointment is not long term. It is for stability until we start bringing players, and we bring in the coach that we want.
All right.
And
Mannings, it'll be a case like Man City. Remember that they hired Mark Hughes first, and then they sacked him the following season and brought in Roberto Mancini.
Yeah. And then Mancini was there, and then they brought in Pellegrini as well after that. So there's always been, but you look at that, where there's Mark Hughes, who was a Manchester City legend as well back in the day. So they brought him in for stability, got the club stable, got rid of him. And I think that is why they brought in Eddie Howe. He's not the long-term person. So I'm wondering why he took the job when it looked like Bournemouth coming up, because I think he thinks even if Bournemouth comes up, they are going back down because they weren't going to invest in it. And that's what I think. So he said, you know what? Let me take my chances because I'm going to be in the league. Because even if Bournemouth comes back up, they're going back down. So I'm just going to go with Newcastle and see what I can squeeze out of them.
Hold on, money. So you really think that Bournemouth would have went back to Eddie Howe?
No, man. What I mean is that Eddie Howe probably looked at it and said, I'm going to get promoted with Bournemouth. But when I get promoted with Bournemouth, chances are I'm going to get relegated again. Okay, I know that in January they will spend enough money for me with this Newcastle team that I can stay in the job. All right? I am good enough to squeeze out something to keep them in the league, which means I will have the same thing. I will have a next year the same way I would have a next season with Bournemouth. Where do I want to do that? A place where I'm going to get money, or a place where there's no money and I'm probably going to get relegated? Let me take my risk with a place that I know I have money to spend.
Yeah, because good point, Mannings, man. Because look at Nuno, for example. When I was in Tatnam job for like 4 months, and the man walk away with £12 million.
Yeah,
simple. And here's Joseph saying that I agree with Mannings, man. Eddie Howe is not the coach to take Newcastle to the heights they want to attain in the long term. It's just a short-term appointment to calm the current storm a little.
Yeah.
Now, Chris, I know that you have to go, so give me predictions quickly.
Newcastle still one of the teams not to win a game, huh? Well, Newcastle look like they're heading down, you know. I don't. They're heading down with this money, man. You don't have to worry. Arsenal and Liverpool don't have to worry. They're heading down with this money. They keep conceding.
When they're talking about things going down, don't mention Arsenal name. We're going up.
Oh, my bad. My bad. It's up. It's all the way up. My bad, man. Yeah, but Newcastle, one of those teams again that I don't have no confidence in them. They don't score goals. They concede a lot of goals. So nothing is in their favor. Brighton playing good. 2-0 Brighton.
All right. For Everton game scoreline prediction only. For you.
Everton Tatnam 1-1.
For the Leeds against Leicester.
Leicester 2-0.
Arsenal match against Watford.
Arsenal 2-1.
And last but not least, your team against West Ham.
2-0.
All right, boss.
West Ham. 2-0 West Ham.
All right, Chris, respect, man. Big up yourself every time.
Yeah. Dimo, you have trouble when they say West Ham. You know, so I don't think you have trouble.
All right, blessings, Chris.
Yeah, over there.
All right. So we're going to move now and we're going to look at the Everton game. So it's Everton taking on Tatnam, and as I said, Kante got his first win with them, but he himself said that he can see is that there are issues to be solved, and Everton is on a rut right now. They have been literally piss poor at this time. Dimo, you look at them. Do you think that Tatnam is in a better place right now with Antonio Conte, and they'll actually get the better of Everton?
Yeah, it's weird to say because like just the other day on the Nuno, it's like Tottenham were in the mud, and Everton the same right now. So to say that they're on a high right now because of a new manager is just a complete turnaround. And I think that the new manager Buzz, they got the win in the Conference League the other day, as frantic as it was. But the first 30 minutes they were on fire. They were playing excellent football. They got early chances, probably like the second minute. Son looks refreshed. Keane playing true passes again and all of that happening. So I think Conte has enough time for work with them. Now, leading up to this Everton game, I think by now he should know his starting 11 for Everton. And obviously, you see the three at the back and Everton. Him name Eric Dyer looking like him not used to it yet, but I think that he'll get used to it over time. So I'm going to go this game for a draw, even though they'll be on a high. I think Everton will get a goal. So I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in this game, and I think they'll even themselves out.
Okay. Mannings, man, I was saying this to you earlier when you were mentioning Hedio. This is what I was bringing across to you, and here's Owen Adlam saying it that Scott Parker is the manager of
At
Bournemouth.
Bournemouth.
So
Where's Eddie O is unemployed now?
yeah, for the longest while from
Yeah,
Bournemouth.
jobless.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, man, okay.
All right. Kim, so I see this one going between Everton and Tottenham because I mean you kind of said at first that Rafa Benitez will win over the fans, but boy, Rafa Benitez seems like in a team can win over him own self right now. So what is it? Tottenham to get the victory. I think Everton will bounce back.
Well, everyone, what I said was that winning cures all, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
at first he was winning, but
Mm-hmm.
now, so when you're winning, you put a band-aid over all the holes, all the issues, all the the traitor business and all of that. But now you're losing, so now the whole everything start coming to one way, especially losing to Watford. Like, come on. With that being said, you know, I don't. This game kind of tricky. This game kind of tricky. Um, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with a draw for this game. I'm going to go with a draw for this game. Because you know Kante, good coach and so, but I'm just feeling a draw for this game. Normally I'd say a Tottenham win, but I'm just feeling a draw for this game. So 1-1, 1-1.
All right, Mannings, let's see this one going.
I am going to go with Everton because they're playing Tottenham. Tottenham are the rivals of Arsenal. The game is being played at Everton at you know Merseyside.
Goodison Park.
Goodison Park,
Mannings,
right?
man, hold on a second. Remember that you're predicting for these things, So
No,
nobody come with the flabby dabby type of prediction.
I listen. Tottenham is going to lose. This is a clash of the Italians. You know what I mean? And so I am picking the one who has been in the league, whose team is
Italians.
who is the coach? Who is the coach?
Benitez is a Spanish name.
Rafa is Spanish.
Oh, Rafa. Sorry, I'm mixing up. So right there. So
You're still
I'm going
thinking
to
about Ancelotti. Come on, man. Wake up.
Ancelotti. Yeah. I forgot there. Benitez. So I am going to go with Everton because the Murray Gray is going to cause problems for Tottenham. Richarlison is coming back from injury, and so he's there. They have had some unfortunate results, but they are going to beat Tottenham. The Tottenham team has not looked good all season. I don't know if the Conference League is that is like the corner league, like a corner league. I don't know if you can compare performance in that corner league to the Premier League. If you're going to use that corner league to say, wow, no, Tottenham losing, man. I'm going Everton 2, Tottenham 1.
All right, boss. Next up, we'll see Leeds taking on Leicester City. Kim, so I see this one going this time.
Leeds got a win over. Leeds got a win over the worst side in the league. And they scrape through. So Rafinha is a star of Leeds. This season. He has really come to the party. He has really showed out, and I've always said his team will go as far as Rafinha take them. But Leicester had a disappointing L. Against Arsenal. Got punched in the mouth early, and it just went downhill from there. And obviously Arsenal keeper, you know, made some fabulous saves. I think Leicester obviously is a better team than Leeds.
Excuse me. I need to stop your Kems. We did not win the game because our Arsenal goalkeeper, and I think Michel was saying this.
All right, Mannings man. But when I hear time, you can talk about that. Just let me finish, please. Right. So, with that being said, I think that Leicester is a better team than Leeds. The whole league figure out Leeds. Leeds don't have a gear. Leeds don't have a second gear. I don't believe they have a second gear. They can only play one way, and when they figure out that way, they can't do anything. So I believe Leicester will win this game. I think they win comfortably. I'll have Leicester 3. Uh, I'll give Leeds a go. So Leicester 3, Leeds 1.
Okay, Demo.
Yeah, first of all, I just want to go back to my Tatnam pick. I'm changing from a 1-all draw. I think I just thought about it, and I think that Tatnam, they're gonna win the game. So I'm going to go 2-1. So change that from 1-1 to 2-1.
All right, boss.
Me just think about it. So for the Leicester Leeds game, I think it will be high scoring. I think that both teams are conceding for fun and a leak like Civ. I don't know what's happening to their defenses at the moment. I don't know what's happening. So I think it will be a high scoring game. I think Leicester will edge it out. So I'm going to go 3-2, 3-2 to Leicester City, and to add more pressure on Leeds and Bielsa.
All right, Mannings.
All right, so first let me address something. A few weeks ago, the very intelligent football analyst Michel, who I think is more deserving and a spot on the show, spoke about goalkeepers. And she was saying that, like, don't say the team was saved by the goalkeeper, because the goalkeeper is doing what the goalkeeper is supposed to do. The team won the game because goals were scored and players defended. It had nothing to do with the excellence of the goalkeeper alone. Because if the keeper was excellent and no goals were scored, the game would have been drawn. So
So,
whilst we want to say good performance by the goalkeeper, there are other factors that also led to the team winning the game.
understood. So did somebody say that the goalkeeper saved or no? Did somebody say that?
What did you say about the goalkeeper?
So first of all, I said that Arsenal punched Leicester City in the mouth. That was one point. I also said that the goalkeeper made some fabulous saves. That's it.
So the goalkeeper made some what does that have to do with anything then? Seeing that, what was the point of the goalkeeper making some fabulous saves?
Because
I'm asking you. Just answer.
All right. So because some of the saves that he made, they were just some great saves that and every keeper in the league will make them save them.
Okay, so let me ask you. So if you saw a great pass, did you see any great passes in the game? I'm trying to figure out why you highlight the saves that the keeper made when there were other great things that happened in the game.
Okay. Continue with your prediction. Okay, you just be careful with that.
All right, so let's move on though. But I am going to go against you guys. I'm going to go Leeds with the surprise. I think Rafinha gonna have a good game. And Brendan Rodgers is being Brendan Rodgers. Up and down, up and down. Sometimes look good, sometimes look bad. And so I'm going to go Leeds with a 2-1 victory. Rafinha is going to score.
I'm going to stick with you because next up we'll see Arsenal taking on Watford, and this is a game
easy 3, man. We can go on. 3 love Arsenal. No long argument. And I would advise everyone. I would ask everyone to just agree with me.
What do you say? Your boy Emily Smith Rowe once again to score an assist.
No, he's not going to score. Obama and Lacazette for this one.
Crap as it.
Yeah, he's better than Marshall. We played less
By
for him.
far. No doubt. No doubt.
All right, Evo, I see this one going.
You're muted. We're not hearing you, no.
You're muted.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying I'm going to heed to Manny's man call. I'm listening to him. I'm going 3-0 to Arsenal as well.
All right, Kems, I see this one going.
Don't follow Adrian Nicholson. Yeah, you're
Hey. So this is the thing, right? I don't think, and management can correct me if I'm wrong, you know. I don't think Arsenal have lost a game since Ramsdale in the goal. I don't think so.
No,
Am I right?
You're right. Since the international
since
break,
Ramsdale in the goal,
since the
I
first
don't
international
think,
break, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Arsenal have lost a game, but you know, if you know how the Premier League go, on a do a L. Like on just do a L. And I'm not sure if it's this game, you know.
Well,
because
I am sure.
I'm not sure if it's this game because you know I see Watford you know, beat Everton or 5-2.
we saving our loss for our Liverpool game after Watford. Yeah, that's what we're saving our L for.
and then I see Watford wet the bed again. So I think it was Southampton or one of them teams. You know, so I'm going to pick Arsenal to win. You know, I think Arsenal going to continue, you know, their little streak of not losing. I don't think it will be 3-0 though. I think 3-0 is a little, you know, disrespectful to Watford. A decent team. So I'll go 2-0 Arsenal. 2-0.
Yeah, for the time. Hey,
Okay.
listen.
Before we move on to the
you know that Anthony Henry is very, very smart, right? I like to look at the comments because one man is saying, right? Listen to this. The game wouldn't be 2-0 if it wasn't for the goalkeeper. Well, the man replies so brilliantly. Adrian, you're saying that is like saying if the goal scorer didn't score, the game wouldn't end 2-0. So who, in other words,
What's the Captain Obvious? Hey boy, Anthony Henry, you have no manners.
boy.
But I get it, two of them right. But anyway.
Oh boy.
But
guys, sometimes we have to acknowledge
here's the next one.
I see my mailbox. Want my mailbox and see my shirt in my mailbox. Something that you ever put up.
Boss man, you have to be patient.
One the one way have on.
Where say this one?
Yeah man, that one the bad.
And so guys,
nice.
Well, we're not killing you. The price is quite reasonable. It's just $1,500 Jamaican dollar. Simple as that. It's not costly. We're taking consideration everything. We know that it's pandemic and all.
Hello, Levon. We're talking a US. How much US that? What's that?
Alright, for a man like you in it, I'll come with tax, you know.
$10.
$10?
Yeah. Manningsman. Wait,
right.
when since it's $10, Manningsman?
Without tax.
You see, Demo's tax is $15. So Demo pay $15 one.
Oh.
All right, boss.
That's chump change for Demo, man.
Exactly.
Continue with the predictions.
All right. For everybody that in the comment section that needs to get a couple of the merch, just reach out to us on Facebook or on our Instagram page at Sports Frenzy. Come on, just reach out, and we'll make it happen. And you can do so even right now. Whosoever need one, just link us up and trust me, they're going.
Michelle, I'm not sure where you get your little maths from, but as far as I see on the website, is $154 Jamaican dollar to $1 US dollar. So I don't really know where the 15 US come from. That more look like a 9 US.
$10.
Listen, Kems. Because if the people that are in the diaspora, it comes with tax. So boy. Michelle, you're correct, Michelle.
Yeah, what you just said, Kems, for the people.
No, but Kems.
You Lavan just said though.
To be honest, though, Kim, you might see that on the website, right? But guess what? They don't give it exact when they
yeah, but you know what you just said,
I
Levon.
trouble me again, man.
You said the people who are in the diaspora. You understand me? So the man, you know, the man, they are poorer. So maybe that's why I kept saying.
No, man, they're richer. A man like Demo, even if I say 50 years, that's chump changer for Demo.
Boss, let's talk some football, please.
No, man, we're going to, because it's the final game. But as I said, guys, you can reach out to us and we'll make it happen. So, Demo, last game of this weekend, last game before the international break. It's a good one and it will be an entertaining game. That's West Ham taking on Liverpool at the London Stadium. West Ham are currently on a high. I want to say high, I mean they're literally on a high, and they were unlucky to not escape with a win in Europa League midweek as well. Thomas Soucek scored one of the most bizarre own goal you'll actually see. But you guys dropped points last weekend. How you see this one going this time around? And with Firmino confirmed out for about what, a month?
Yeah, a month. All right, so here's the thing. It's not just Firmino, but Liverpool. We seem to struggle with injuries at crucial times. Last season it was our defense. This season our midfield is dropping like flies. So we'll have no Milner. We have no Curtis Jones, who is vital. He's confirmed out as well with Firmino, and those are the defensive aspects of our midfield. No Naby Keita as well. It's just crazy in midfield right now, and so we have to rely, as you guys saw when Keita came off, it was Ox, Jones, and Henderson when Fabinho was out, and it's like it never made no sense to have the midfield because none of them Monday are defending. So Brighton was just going through the midfield like hot knife through butter. And so it's awesome to have Fabinho back. You can see his impact straight away in the Atletico game. The man is just a different level. So we're glad to have him back. The next thing is the left back position. Jurgen Klopp will continue, and every stream of come on this matter, continue to play Robertson, even when Tsimikas is playing out of his skin. Him just like go pick him favorite and say, oh, you know what? Robertson are the best left back in the world. He's going to play. And I don't agree. I think Tsimikas needs to start this game. He's in excellent form. Of the 6 games Tsimikas has played for Liverpool and started, we have 6 clean sheets. He has 2 assists, and we're not losing a game. Yeah? So Tsimikas to me has to start this West Ham game. Robertson needs a race, and you can tell. Van Dijk looking ominous again and imperious. He was back to his best against Atletico Madrid. Him and Matip should play this game. And then the front three are going to automatically pick itself now that Firmino is confirmed out for a month. So Jota, Mane, Salah, best player in the world right now. They should start. The threats that Liverpool have to look out for is obviously Mikel Antonio. I'm so sorry that we didn't play this when him come at Jamaica and rub up in the Jamaican dirt and lose some of him powers. I'm sorry that didn't happen. You know, he's playing before he comes on international duty. He's a threat. Jared Bowen is always a threat. Cresswell with his magic left foot is a threat. And Declan Rice in that midfield, oh my gosh, he's playing out of his skin at the moment. And so it's going to be a tough game for us. And it's not going to be a walkover like we did the last time with Shakir. I think we beat them 4-0 or 4-1. I don't think that's going to happen this time. I think it will be a tight game. So I'm going to go for a 2-1, especially because we dropped points in our last game. I think Klopp will rally the troops again, and we'll go and we'll win the game 2-1. Very tense game, but Liverpool to win.
Okay. Kems, what say you?
While West Ham have been playing, West Ham have been playing good, and Mikel Antonio, my boy, I like him, so history will tell me that West Ham can't keep up this kind of pace. There's going to come a point where they're going to start, dropping off. It's just the nature. It's just the nature of football. Big teams will be big, average teams will be average, bug teams will be bugs, right? So with that being said, I think West Ham will start out the game well, but the quality of Liverpool will take over. And obviously, Salah is on great form. I don't see anybody on West Ham, who can really stop him. So I'll have Liverpool winning this game 3-1. Again, going to be a tale of two halves. First half going to be very cagey and stuff, but second half the real quality will show, and Liverpool will win 3-1.
Okay. Mannings, man, I said this one finishing.
Yeah, I think this game is going to be drawn. To me, I think it will be good if Liverpool won. For me, because it helps me
The top four
in the
you're chasing
table,
hard, boss.
whether top four or whatever. But it helps me in the table. But I think this game is going to be drawn because I think part of the strength of this West Ham team. To be fair, I think one of the like Declan Rice is not a lot of attention is not paid to him. It's just like this. He does his job effectively and efficiently, and because he's not one of those great flair players, you don't really. But he has been playing well, right? And I think they have the better Tuchek, that's his name.
Suchek.
Suchek. Also in that midfield, like I said, you have the Bowen, you have Mikel Antonio. They have a very stable defense line. That they have kept the core of their defense, basically. I know they played against Genk in the week as well, so they have been able to kind of keep Ben. They have a group of players. Lanzini is also there, and so I think they're going to give Liverpool some challenges because of the frailties in the Liverpool midfield. I saw how Liverpool midfield changed how they played when Naby Keita came off the field. And I just feel like he adds some things to it. I'm not sure that Fabinho coming back from injury, he'll be able to offer that. So I believe the best of Liverpool will be after the international break when they have back some of their players. I would have preferred that the Arsenal game was this week because I think they're at their most vulnerable right now. But I think they're going to hold out for a draw against
And the
West Ham.
scoreline?
1-1. I'm going to go 1-1. Salah to score again, but I think Mikel Antonio is going to somehow bully his way into a goal in this game and then come to Jamaica with his physio.
Yeah, so it's looking like a midfield, like you say, the midfield for it is like I was mentioning earlier. It's looking like a midfield of Fabinho at the base, Henderson, and we're just down to bare bones. We have to go use Ox. Yeah, so I understand what you're saying in terms of the midfield, but Fabinho gives a lot. And Thiago has come back from injury, so who knows?
But I'm wondering if Fabinho can play the whole game.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because I think like Klopp got it wrong with Naby Keita coming off the injury in the last game where he came off. Like, should he have started or should he? You understand me?
Yeah, but man, we're down to bones. Who are going to use? Nobody in the left. Thiago just come back. I don't think he's going to play full 90 either. We have to go dig up in the youths or something. No Curtis Jones, no Milner. And Milner always the reliable man. You need somebody just putting in. So we're down to bones.
Wow. That's a big issue. But reach that stage of the show.
Man call the Ox chicken back to back foot.
No, he's not the ideal man to start in a midfield, bastard.
All right, with that in mind, we're just going to go around the table. I'm going to start with the United man that thinks United is going to get a result against City. Well, they went for a draw. Hopeful that he'll actually get a win because that will put United in good stead. And if memory serves me right, I believe they'll be on the same points with City. Yeah, if United win tomorrow, they'll be on the same points with City. Just that City will be ahead on goal difference. So, Kems, what's your final say? Your minute? You're muted.
Oh, sorry. So my minute. So people, ensure say, tomorrow, 7 p.m. Jamaica time, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have an NFL show. Big stuff to talk about. Aaron Rodgers, Henry Ruggs, Odell Beckham Jr. We have a lot of stuff, a lot of content over there. And obviously, we have to win back the people them their money because, we're really not doing a good job right now where that is concerned.
And tell them that they're going to have a couple special guests as well.
Yeah, we definitely got some special guests over there as well. So it's gonna be a really big show tomorrow. So I want you guys to tune in, and if you guys know anything about the topic, if you guys are even interested in coming on the show and saying your piece about the various issues that are going on, especially the women. I would like to hear from the women, especially in the Henry Rugg situation. Want to talk about that. Then we could shift now to the Lakers. The Lakers blow another lead against the Thunder, 19-point lead. Boy, I try to defend Russell Westbrook, but boy, it's tough out there. He's playing. Russell Westbrook lack a lot of self-awareness. He doesn't. He think he's the man. He turn over the ball, miss a assignment, and then the last shot of the game, the coach draw it up for Carmelo Anthony. Russell jump up and pull up for three, miss, we lose the game. We blow a 26-point lead against OKC. Now we come blow a 19-point lead. So that's not really good for us. But LeBron is out for 1 week with an abdominal strain. Father Time is undefeated. He's in his 19th season. And Manchester United play tomorrow. We need all the support. We need every single support. To try and rally a result. That's my minute.
Mannings, your minute.
Yeah. So I will take my minute to ask a couple of questions of Kems. Kems, what do you call a woman that chases men?
Huh?
What do you call a woman who chases after men?
What kind of question that?
They say you call her a woman chaser. So if it is a man, what would you call him? A man chaser. What if it is many? You call them Manchester United. Anyway.
What?
All right. Let me play it. You want me to play it for you? Let me play it.
What?
Yo, what about your military go, brother?
Nobody play it.
Kems, all that Mannings. You know what happened? Remember that Manning started off the show fumbling, So Manning's after in the show fumbling once again.
No, people, listen.
Right. If you're an officer, you're supposed to be intelligent, right? Yes, sir. You're supposed to be educated, yes? Yes, sir. Let me test your education. Are you ready? Yes, sir. Are you ready? Yes, sir. What name can be given to a woman who is chasing a man? Woman chaser. What if it's a man? Man chaser. What if there are many?
Man, they never do it justice, man. They never do it justice, man.
It is what yeah,
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, Kev, don't worry. When my team lost 3 games, they were doing me that, my friend. They were mocking me. I laugh it after me. But yeah, man. But looking forward to the games tomorrow. Honestly, I think the league is better when team when the top teams are competing at the same level. And I want to see the Arsenal, the Tatnam, the Manchester United, those top teams competing again. For too long, it has been 3 out of those better 6 teams. And I feel I don't want Liverpool, City, and Chelsea to be away from the rest of the team. So I want Manchester to start playing well. Same thing with Arsenal, and I hope Conte can bring some steel to Tottenham, because the better the league is, I think, is the better it will be for us as fans. So that's what I am looking forward to. And again, good work you guys doing. I know I'm not over here as often as I used to be, because a lot more work to do now, one thing, but always appreciate being on the panel with you guys. And Demon and Kems, listen, you guys were here before me. You are the layers of the foundation. You understand me? Brother, you have a reason. You understand me? Or else I'm going to give you some red flag. Both of you. You understand me?
But man, my good brother. Me and Demon
Listen, Manning. You see these two
yeah, on have something. On have something.
No, but listen, Manning, if there's one thing that I've come to understand with these two, they don't carry grudge. So then just have a disagreement on the show. After this, the two of them will be good. But Demo, your minute.
Yeah, boss, it nothing personal, brother. Don't read too much into this, boss. But not even get to this anyway. So my minute is going to be about obviously the work that you guys are doing at Sports Frenzy. The merch is out, guys. Go out and get it. Support the team. The man them a look for go bigger and better, bigger and better. Go out and get it, boss. Continue to like, continue to subscribe, continue to share the thing. Just the other day, I have to take a couple people phone and subscribe to the thing and just give them back them phone. Just do that. I mean, them probably not go watch it. Them probably not go watch it, but them we need the subscribers and the views and stuff like that. So continue to support the Sports Friendly. Continue to support. I am sure he's over there doing a lot of work. The other day, Kems was over there doing the NFL thing with some other people. A support for support, and he's here with us, even though he's so busy. Interview boss will call him. All the legends of Jamaican football.
Manningson will give a Lincoln until tomorrow morning. Almost
Yeah,
every day
yeah.
next legend.
Yeah, and trust me, I mean, YouTube is not easy, and the man is a family man, pastor, and all of that. So continue to support the hard work, guys. And listen, don't sleep. Get up 5 o'clock and watch Afghanistan versus New Zealand in the Cricket World Cup on Sunday, because a lot of people think that India might still have a chance. But when New Zealand beat Afghanistan, even though more Afghanistan win because I have them to go to the semis, but you have some waganists out there who want India to squeeze through, say them are Indian. So, we want New Zealand to do the job and make all of the waganists them stop. All right? Watch some Cricket World Cup.
Hey, so give me 1 second to live on. So I have another thing, right? So since the merch is out, right? Since the merch is out, I have a proposal for tomorrow, for my NFL show tomorrow. For the first 10 persons who sign on. You have to sign on and you have to stay on. You can't sign on and come on. You have to sign on and stay on. So the first 10 persons who sign on and stay on till the end of the show, or until half through the show, your merch is on me. I'll buy the merch.
But I'll buy nothing then, but if I just show
No, if you're a panelist on this show, you're excluded. You're excluded.
It's a pretty what do you say about that?
Hey,
so
Demo, just get a different, get one of the burner codes. A jump on
it. Go on, man. Reminder already set.
So guys, you're ready already. The first 10%, I mean, they just don't come on and just stay on the stream, because remember that I'll be behind the screen, so I'll be watching. So I want you guys to comment throughout the live. I want to stay behind the screen. And Shamika, that's one bit. Shamika just didn't learn NFL. And also Michelle, I've seen.
Yeah, break up, Levon.
So their house. So all I did. Hear me now?
You're frozen.
Hey, man, go on talk.
Still not hearing me?
Yeah, talk.
All right, I'm saying those people are always on the stream, so I want all of you guys to ensure that you tune in, as Kim said. The first 10, I want the first 10 to stay on, comment, and stay on for the rest of the show, because I mean, it only lasts for probably about a hour and probably 10 minutes at most. I mean, what's hard in staying on for a hour and 10 minutes? Simple matter for you guys. So just come on, man. I'm sure I'll be here on Kim's, because Kim said he's going to pay for the first 10. So guys, just support the thing, man, and keep on supporting sports. And before I go, Manningsman, the producer said you should link him. Thanks to you guys again for being here. Thanks to Manningsman, and guys, keep on supporting I Am Sure Sports. Thanks to Kems for being here. Kems is one of those stalwart who's always on the show. Thanks to Dima as well. Dima is another of those persons. So thanks to all the guys. And Chris Lynch was here earlier. And keep on supporting Sports Friends. And remember, guys, to copy your merch, just either message us via Facebook on our Sports Friends page, or on Instagram via just slide in our DM and we'll just answer and get it across. So just do what you have to do, man, and keep on supporting the movement. Until next time, which will be tomorrow, we'll see Kems. I won't be here tomorrow. It will be Kems because promise it Saturday, you know that it's Kems face you're going to see. So with that in mind, stay safe, guys. Peace out. Enjoy yourself.
Slide in the DMs.
Whether Facebook or Instagram, slide in. So, Mannings, man, remember to link the producer.
Big up, guys.